Hello Warfighters, war is hell. This is a video that's a little bit different here than anything that I've ever done. We're going to take a look back really quick at 2017, talk about some of the things that happened there, and also talk about some of the things for 2018 that I want to do, and some things that you'll hopefully see from me here on this channel. So this is completely off the cuff, minus some notes that I've jotted down here just a little bit ago. I wanted to make something like this last year, but I started the channel, I want to say July 2016. So I didn't get a full year or anything, but since 2017 was the first full year of this channel, I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about some of the things that happened. So overall, I really did enjoy 2017. I mean, it was a lot of, I want to say, firsts for me here in the channel, which you kind of expect that after only 6 months worth. Some of the things that happened, though, that I think were really, really cool was, one, getting back into the Milsim community. I joined the 183rd. Air Assault Division, and then now with the 43rd Marine Expeditionary Unit. Really, I missed playing that so much, and I really didn't know how much I missed it until I jumped back into it. So I love being able to make videos off of it, because you do get the multiplayer aspect. It's playing with some great people. I'm about ready to hop on with those guys here in 10 minutes. So obviously I'm going to go into that one being like, oh, I love you guys. So that for me was one of the biggest things I think that happened in 2017. Also completed the second Korean War series, which more than any other series that I've done, I think really pushed me to be a better YouTuber. It's where I introduced cinematics, both at the beginning, sometimes at the end, and in the middle of the videos, which I think goes to enhance the story and kind of help out with the transition on what's going on. So I was glad to be able to get that done too. It made me look at new mods, new maps, stuff like that too, to really kind of tie into the story. So I was really happy to be able to get that one done. I think 2017 also enabled me to become better established as a Arma YouTuber, which is something I was looking forward to being able to do. And I still think there's a lot more improvement that I can make in that regards, which I'll talk about 2017. Most viewed video of 2017, went back and took a look at it, and it was the Laws of War DLC review that I ended up doing. And I was actually really surprised that that one was one of the most popular ones that I ended up doing most viewed. I think one of the things that helped, though, was Bohemia Interactive commented on it, and that got a lot of traffic there, I think. So it was cool. I've thought about maybe doing more of those types of videos where I'm talking about news that's taking place in Arma. I don't know what you guys think about that, but that was the most viewed. The one that I enjoyed making the most, I was going through them, and then I got to this one video, actually it's two videos, called The Most Fun I've Had in Arma So Far, which was definitely true. It's when the 183rd, we had a night where we all got together, nothing was going on. So we did a quick mission where we were playing as Russians, and it was just so much fun. It was off the wall. I'll make sure I link both those videos somewhere so you guys can go take a look at it so you can see what I'm talking about. But I still don't think to this date I've had anything quite as fun as that. So that's just some highlights from 2017. 2018, this is kind of where I wanted to focus more of the time on for this particular video anyway. So the biggest goal that I have for 2018 is to try to connect more with you guys in the community. It's something that both Hololand and I tried to do with the Odd Squad. That didn't turn out too well, just because of the time commitment that it was. And many of you guys don't know this. I work full-time. I go to school. I'm doubling my course workload, actually starting tomorrow. And, I've got 3 kids, so a lot of my time is taken up. So I really didn't have too much to be able to give to the Odd Squad. But one of the things, though, that I did want to kind of announce here to kind of help out keeping connected with all of you is the creation of a Discord. I put it on Twitter. Dan of Wales, who is awesome, ended up joining that one, but I'll put the link below if you guys want to join the Discord, ask questions, give suggestions, talk to each other, stuff like that. I really want this to be a community, so the more we can get to know people in the same group, talk to each other and stuff, I'm all about that. So please join the Discord. I'm gonna try and post some more to Twitter too, just real quick stuff. I don't know, I gotta kind of plan what I'm gonna post on Twitter, besides just, hey, I released this video or something like that. I think that's big for me and help me to connect with you guys. I also want to go ahead and make sure that I comment on a lot more or reply to a lot more comments that are posted on videos. It's something I've been trying to do a lot more lately. Encourage you guys to comment and everything. So it forces me to respond more to it too. And again, builds a community if I'm responding to stuff that people suggest. I do also, as part of connecting more with the community, there's two things here. The first one is I'd like to get to know some of the other Arma YouTubers a little bit more. I had this idea about some of us coming together for something. And if the Arma YouTube community is similar to the sports gaming community, most people are cool to talk with each other. They don't see each other as competitors or anything like that. But we're all doing the same thing that we enjoy, and we've got a lot in common. So I'd like to be able to see where that community is at of Arma YouTubers and see if I can grow that at all. So if that does end up coming to fruition, there'll be some cool things that I would love to see come out of it, and I think you guys would too. I also want to have a better relationship with Bohemia Interactive as a whole. Organization, of course, with what they're doing with Arma and some of their other products too. Great ally to have, especially when you're focused in your YouTube channel on one game. Having a good relationship with that company is pretty important. So that's one of my main goals. Like I said, connecting more with the community. I am working to try and get some new hardware. I don't think my YouTube videos are of poor quality, but I think they could be better. So I should be building a new rig hopefully in the next couple months. That'll be kind of more geared towards Arma and then future gaming too. So it should be pretty beefed up, which would be pretty sweet. And I think that'll help me too with another goal I probably should have mentioned this with connecting more with the community, but I do want to take a look at streaming. So if I am doing something like, the Arma 3 Recon, where I'm just playing random missions, it'd be cool if I stream it so you guys can get my first impressions as I'm actually playing it and actually see how hard it is versus me editing the gameplay later. I'm trying to decide if I want to stream on Twitch or on YouTube, so feel free to give me suggestions on that one. That'd be pretty sweet. See what you guys think and where you guys think I might have the most success there. I also want to focus more on the alternate history series. I know that is a big pull for a lot of you guys, and honestly, it is the hardest one for me to do because if I'm doing the Milsim or Arma 3 Recon, that stuff's already built for me, so I just have to play it and edit it down. But then building it on top of it, pretty time consuming, but I think it's important to the community and all of you, so I'm gonna try and do more to focus on that. I've got the next one kind of written out that I'm going to do, so I'm pretty excited for what that one's going to be. It'll be different than anything you guys have seen so far, but I'm excited to be able to show that one to you guys too. I also want to become more known in the Arma community, not just as a YouTuber, but as a storyteller and a campaign designer. It's something I've been doing with both the Milsim units that I've been in this past year, writing campaigns, operations, and stuff like that for them, the various missions that would take part in it. That is a lot of fun and something I want to become, like I said, known for doing a lot more in the Arma community is using Arma to tell stories. For the channel, some things that I want to experiment with. This would be a breakaway from the normal Arma stuff. So feedback on this is kind of important as far as what you guys would like to see and stuff like that. But first thing is I'd like to get my hands on some weapons and talk about some of the history behind them. If I can find a place that'll sponsor me or something like that, just use some of the weapons that they have there, take it to a range, fire with them and talk about some of the things about the weapons I think might be kind of cool. I always liked having the historical aspect of things, talking about it as part of the channel. I think that might be a good draw for a lot of people to do something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. Another idea that I thought of was getting in contact with the National Guard around here to be able to see if I can record them doing training or some of the tactics that they use and how it might tie into Arma. At the same time too, maybe getting in contact with somebody who's is or was an officer in the Army or the Marines and talking about some of the tactics that we used in some of the missions, what we did well, what we didn't. This comes a lot from what Arma did in their after action report in their latest in TAC-OPS, where they had somebody talk about some of the things that they were doing, and the more you know about that stuff, the better you're going to be at Arma. So So I thought it might be kind of cool to tie those two worlds together a little bit, but we got to try and find people and see if people like in the National Guard would be willing to do something like that. I don't know. Last thing is a real stretch, but I would love to do something like this. So Bohemia Interactive has a piece of software called VBS3 that they use for military simulation that's like professional level. Lockheed Martin has like Prepared. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of companies that put out software that's used for military simulations. And it would be cool to be able to work with some of these software, or some of the software, to talk about it a little bit, maybe go to, you know, a conference like ITSEC or other ones that, you know, all these companies bring together all their products and stuff and show it off. That would be really cool to be able to do it. But that's 2018. You know, I'm really excited for what we're going to be doing here for this next year as this community continues to grow. It's all because of awesome people like you. So please, you know, continue to like the videos that you enjoy, subscribe to the channel. I mean, wow, if this is your first time, hopefully some of this stuff here gets you excited for what we're going to be doing next year. Please consider donating to the Patreon too, because that does help out with the channel in a lot of different respects. So, again, comment below, guys, though, on anything that I might have talked about. If you like the ideas, if you don't, the Discord is there now, so I'm going to have to try and remember to add that. That should be in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, guys. I sure do appreciate it. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because war fighters, I've got your 6.